Hi, welcome to Sleepy Classes. This is our next video on finding squares. In our last video, of we found squares of those numbers which were close to 100, which were close to the base. In this video, we'll see those numbers which are not close to 100, which are away from 100. For example, 207, 309, 211, 187, 50s, and so on. Let's get on to the questions straight away. Okay. For example, let's say we want to find square of 207. We can always break it down into 200 plus 7, but 200 is not a valid base in Vedic maths. So what we'll do is we'll divide 200 into two parts, 2 into 100 with because 100 is a valid base, and we'll call 2 as the multiplier. We'll add 7. So again, similarly as we did in previous questions, two spaces because 100 has 100 base has two zeros, two spaces, 7 square 49, 207 plus 7 is 214. We'll not straight away write the answer as 214. We'll multiply it with the multiplier. 214 into 2 is 428. Now the square of 207 is 42849. Repeating again, 207 is 2 into 100 plus 7, and next step, 7 square is 49. Then 207 plus 7, 214 into 2, 428. Great. Another example could be 309 square, which is 3 into 100 plus 9, 2 spaces, 9 square 81, 309 plus 9, 318, into 3 is 954. So the answer is 95481. Okay. Another example could be of 211. Here it is a bit tricky because 100 gives you only 2 spaces, but 11 square is 121. So we'll have 1 as carried. 211 plus 11 is 222. Into the multiplier, 222 into 2 is 444 plus the carried. Important point to note here is that we added 211 plus 11, 222, and then we multiplied it by the multiplier, and as a last step we added the carried. Carried is always added at the last. Alright, another good example, good usage of this technique is finding square of, let's say, 187. If had we done 200, had we done 100 plus 87, it would have been really tough. Finding square of 87 is really tough, but we'll make use of multiplier. It could be written as 2 into 100 minus 13. So again, 13 square is 169, 69 and 1 carried. 187 minus 13 is 174. Into the multiplier, it is 348. Now we'll add the carry. Carry is always added. 34969 is square of 187. And as a rule, you can always remember that carried, it is always added. Carried is always added and always at the end. Always at the end when all the processes are done. Alright. Another good use of this multiply technique is finding squares of the range 50. 50 is a very essential range. We use it in our daily lives. We see it a lot in entrance exams, in a lot of exams, aptitude exams. So 50s is a very essential range. 50 is not a valid base. Again, breaking it down into half into 100, because 100 is a valid base, multiplied by multiplier, which is half. Half into 100 is 50 plus 7. Again, 100 will give you 2 spaces, 7 square 49, and then 57 plus 7 is 64, into the multiplier, which is half of 64 is 32. So your answer is 3249. Alright. Another way of finding squares of numbers which are close to 50. Let's have a look at that technique. It's an extremely useful technique. You'll not be required to use any kind of pen or paper. You can use it. You can just find squares orally. This is how it goes. 57 could be written as 50 plus 7. Whenever you see any number which is close to 50, just try to see how much more or less it is from 50. For example, 57 is 7 ahead of 50. So we will write square of 7, which is 49, And whenever you see 50, just half it, straight away half it, and add whatever is in excess. 25 plus 7 is 32. So the technique goes like 57 is 50 plus 7, 7 square 49, and half 50. Half of 50 is 25 plus excess, which is 7. 25 plus 7 is 32. So your answer is 3249. You can have another example. 56 square, it is 6 ahead of 50. 6 square is 36. 50 will give you half of it, 25. 25 plus 6, 31. 3136. Another example could be 59 square. We'll do a lot of examples. I really want you to be crystal clear with the concept. 59 square is 50 plus 9. 9 square is 81. 25. 50 will give you 25 plus 9, 34. 3481. Let's see how, if you can use it in 60s. Of course, we can use it in 60s as well. 63 square is 50 plus 13. 13 square will give you 169. Two spaces we filled with 69. One is carried. 50 will give you 25. Plus 13 is 38. Plus 1 is 39. 3969. Alright, 61 square. Alright, do it yourself. It is 11 ahead. I have only written whatever it is ahead. How much? Only that amount which it is ahead of. 50, it is 11. 11 square is 121. 1 is carried. Then 25 plus 11 is 36. Plus 1 is 37. 54 square is, it is only 4 ahead. So 4 square is 16. 25 plus 4 is 29. And now you can, the world is your playground. Find squares of as many numbers as you want. For example, numbers which are less than 50. For 44 square, it is 6 less than 50. Minus 6 square is 36, and 50 will give you 25. 25 minus 6. Since we had minus here, so we'll subtract 6 from 25. 25 minus 6 is 19. This is really logical. This is really symmetrical. You do not really need to cram anything. You do not really need to. It's not about cramming anything. It just flows naturally. It just flows logically. 25 minus 16 is 19. 1936. Another example of 42. It is 8. It is 8 less than 50. 8 less than 50 will give you minus 8. 8 minus 8 square is 64. 25 minus 8 is 17. Another example could be of 37. It is 13 less than 50. 13 square is 169. 1 is carried. 25 minus 13 is 12. And remember, carried is always added. 25 minus 13 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. 1369. Another example could be 39. 39 square is minus 39 is 11. Minus 11. Minus 11 square is 121. 1 carried. 25 minus 11 is 14. Plus 1, 15. 1521. And then now there's some special cases as well. Those numbers which end with 5. Those numbers which end with 5. For example, 75 squares. Square of 75. This numbers which end with 5, they really are the most easiest of all. What we'll do is we'll find square of 5, which is 25. Then we'll multiply 7 by the number ahead of it, 7, and the next number is 8. 7 into 8 is 56. So the answer is 5625. Another example would be 85 square. We'll write 5 square as 25. Number next to 8 is 9. 8 into 9 is 72. So the answer is 7225. We can always extend it to 3 digits as well. 115 square. 115 square. 5 square is 25. 11 into 12 is 132. So your answer is 12225. Alright, let's see if you can find square 125. 125 square is 5 square is 25. 12 into 13 is 156. So your answer is 15625. The example could be 95 square. 5 square 25. 9 into next is 10. 90. 9025. That's pretty much it, people. And it's all about squares. This video is all about squares. In the next video, we'll see how we can find square roots, and we'll learn some really pretty amazing tricks, and we'll learn some really good amazing puzzles. And these classes, they'll just keep going. They'll just keep extending your knowledge. They'll just keep extending your skill set. That's the intention of the sleepy classes. I hope you had a nice sleep. Thanks, people. I'll see you soon again with how to find square roots.